Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the podcast for this week, I'd just like to pay tribute to two people that we lost in the last 7 days. One connected to the world Doctor Who, and one not quite, but connected to somebody that does this podcast. So I thought it was important to pay tribute to them. Firstly, Christopher Benjamin, the renowned UK character actor, sadly passed away at the age of 90. He is perhaps most famous in Doctor Who for being in the one we can't mention the name of without coughing. But he also appeared in a spin-off of a big Finnish audio spin-off called Jago and Lightfoot, which was from that story that we can't talk about. He was also in Inferno, I think.
Yes.
Which is one we can talk about.
Yeah.
Not that we want to. It's
unfortunately, he kind of started only in problematic Doctor Who stories, but that's not his fault.
Is Inferno problematic or just...
Well, the fascist regime thing and Benton.
Yeah.
Mm.
But also, of course, the late, great David Lynch,
Oh.
who we lost this week as an indirect result of the California fires. He was 78, and he never worked on Doctor Who, but a big influence on our very own Freezing Inferno.
Oh, God. This is like... I don't usually get sad when you hear about famous people deaths. I mean, I have the basic empathy of, oh, that's a shame, but I don't get personally like moved and weep over it. David Lynch, I shed tears over the death of David Lynch.
Yeah.
He meant a lot to me. He meant a lot to how I learned to analyze media. His movies and films have become among my favorites. And
which was to you, I think, like David Bowie was to me.
Yeah, if Twin Peaks wasn't so goddamn heavy with its themes, I would have shotgunned you nerds into watching it and talking about it in a heartbeat. But it goes to some really dark places. So
what's this room in our Discord? Twin Peaks reviews.
why? Wait, where did these red curtains come from? Why is there a little person talking backwards? What's going on here?
Why does it say FK in my coffee suddenly?
Yeah, I mean, David Lynch has inspired so many goddamn things. Like, you wouldn't have Link's Awakening without it. You wouldn't have Deadly Premonition. You probably wouldn't have parts of Earthbound.
Wait, I'm sorry. Link's Awakening was inspired by David Lynch?
Oh, yeah.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's inspired by Twin Peaks. That's confirmed.
This is real facts.
Kris has confirmed it, so therefore I believe it.
David Lynch is basically like the Douglas Adams of, like, I guess the more recent sci-fi stuff, where Douglas Adams revolutionized sci-fi in like the 60s and 70s and 80s. David Lynch took it the one step further, and instead of being more comical with it, went more introspective and dark.
I will say, and I did a tribute on my blog, which I would like you to link down below, Rainiac. But something struck me, which is that this man was so prolific with a certain specific surreal vibe that it's fucking named after him. Whenever you find something like weird or strange or ambiguous, you call it Lynchian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although Mulholland Drive still makes absolutely no goddamn sense to me whatsoever.
Oh, you've seen Mulholland Drive? Wow.
Unfortunately.
Wow.
That was my first David Lynch film. Well, actually, technically my first was his Dune. My first, like, quote-unquote real David Lynch film. And, yeah, it takes a little getting your head around. But I really like that picture.
But the point is, I think, that he will be sorely missed.
Oh, God. There never quite was a creator like him, and I don't think there ever will be again. He was just so wholly unique.
And somehow that's fitting.
And if you are in the U.S. and you are watching this pretty close to broadcast, perhaps they still have Twin Peaks on Pluto TV on demand. So you owe it to yourself to give it a try.
Yeah.
It goes.
And I will just say, to lighten the mood a little bit, there was a great... And people will say, oh, this is disrespectful. It's not meant to be disrespectful. The day it was revealed that David Lynch had died was also the day that Switch 2 was revealed. So there's a tweet about him being reincarnated as the Switch 2.
I mean, that's how David Lynch would want to come back, is as a Switch 2.
Honestly, I think he would have got a chuckle out of that tweet. I don't think it's disrespectful.
Holy hell, Coop, look at that. The Joy-Cons clip into the console now. Isn't that great?
It does look great. I don't know if it's going to be worth spending another however many hundreds of pounds in this current climate on. But
I mean, it honestly depends on how the connection port looks, because it looks like it's just a very flimsy thing that you snap in.
magnets.
Like, if that thing is more bendable and it's more resistant.
No, it's
to
magnets.
actually falling off.
Magnets.
No. I mean the actual connections port. It looks like there's just a little stick that comes out.
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
there's
supposed to actually slot in.
it started on Rednote. That's a whole conversation for later. But a Rednote user did a cartoon of them. Like, oh, I accidentally twist the left side inwards. Oh no, I just broke that connector on the left side.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's my word. If it's rubberized, then maybe we'll have a chance with it. But we're getting off topic of Doctor Who.
We are, and I've not even introduced you yet. So why don't we get ahead to do that?
Why are there so
Do
many
this.
Chinese boys on my red note, Cooper?
Hi, I'm Kuchiri. Hi, Kuchiri. That's Kat. That's Frez. The host is Ren.
God, no. You don't do the intro. He muted himself.
Wait, we
I
already
couldn't
did the
show
intro.
him.
We're fine. We're fine. We've done the
All right.
intro. Let's move
One
on to
last
the
time.
Pirate Planet.
No, excuse me.
Hello, I think we should let Rainiac have
It's
it.
a
and I'm going
mutiny.
to stop doing this David Lynch voice.
That is
now.
rather fitting for a pirate play. Okay, it's Ray Kuchiri freezing a can't give you sir, but there. We won't do it. My choice well and true, throw out the pram. Let's get on with the episode.
Okay. I'm gonna switch gears and go into a different mode to get the episode started. Let me just see what we're
I'll have to send my Ailstorm themed introductions now for when we do the Castle Black Spot.
By the upper lip hand of the sky demon, Mr. Radiac, introduce us.
No, absolutely introduce us if it's Ailstorm themed.
Okay.
I love Ailstorm.
Well, Mr. Frezno, to my virtual left. I can't do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
To my virtual left, tearing bodies limb from limb, eviscerating on a whim. It's Freezing Inferno.
Hello, everybody.
I gotta know which one mine is.
It
It's
might
gonna be
the same.
Cannonball.
I'm not entirely sure, but
Cannonball or Party? I want Cannonball or Party for mine. It's the same thing, Chris.
and our special guest, Chris, is Chris. But anyway, to my virtual right, but not politically. She's getting flipped by an anchor tonight. It's I'll give yourself a bet known as Kath.
Close enough. I'd
I
rather
don't
stick,
know what else song.
someone's dick in a blender, but that's fine.
Yeah, PG.
It's
Hey, you silly sausage.
Look, we're past the first 5 seconds of YouTube. They won't demonetize us. Not that we're getting money for this anyways.
No. The PG dick in the blender just has no blood.
And finally, Yaha Philly D, it's Kuchiri.
Yar.
I didn't say they were all playing Storm Feed, in fairness.
No, he gave me the Super Pirate one because I hijacked earlier, so it's fine.
Cosplaying as Pirate Majima, it's Kuchiri.
Oh my god!
I love how already the podcast has devolved into just as insane a plot as the actual story we're about to talk about.
It's fitting, isn't it?
It's
Sorry,
really
I was trying to swallow my food. John! There we go.
Actually, you know what? I just realized something I could do. Chris, would you like the other earbuds so you can hear what the guys are saying? She can hear us
Don't
now.
insult Chris. Don't insult Chris. Got it.
I mean, you can insult her, so she'll be able to hear it now.
By the hellish moons of Hera, I say hello to thee, Chris.
Oh, she's putting the earbud in still.
God damn it.
I'll tell you when she's had his.
Yeah, well, while we're doing that, let me get started with the.
TikTok's back.
What?
TikTok was down for most of the day because of the ban. Apparently,
It literally came back to as we were doing this.
Okay, it's good.
Incredible. Genuinely incredible that TikTok came back while we were recording this.
And it'll probably go again as we're talking about it. So
take that, vested interests. Right, so
a pirate planet.
The pirate planet, yeah. So the Key to Time saga is being revisited here.
Which we've done.
I had no idea this was part of the Key to Time saga, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think they did either.
Apparently, we're still doing it backwards. Did we ever cover the first part of the Key to Time saga?
No, we've done part 4, part 6, and now part 2.
We've done part 1.
Okay, we're just doing it completely out of order then.
We've done part 1?
We did part 1. We've done part 1.
Which was part 1?
Right, we're just doing it
The
out of order.
Ribos operation.
We've done part 1, so it's 3 and 5 we've got to do. Oh, God, what's the power of Kroll?
Yeah, oh,
we
boy,
have
that's
done
gonna be
Stones of
fun.
Blood.
Yeah, Stones of Blood was number 4, I think.
No, it's the next one.
Then we
is
did
that number 3?
4 and 5, which is
Yeah, one of them is Kroll, so...
Kroll.
You know what? We have done some parts of the Key to Time, and we have not done some parts of the Key to Time. There, we've covered it.
We've covered our bases, yeah. But it is a Key to Time story, and written by Douglas Adams.
What's the Key of Time again?
It's
I wasn't here for
There's
any
a
of the
bad
parts.
guy and there's a good guy, and they're fighty, and there's this thing that if the Doctor finds it, they're going to fighty over it, and it could destroy the universe.
Basically, the Kuchiri, it's 6 parts of a MacGuffin that then is never mentioned again.
So, Kamen Rider Bill, got it.
Basically.
Pretty much. If you've heard it once, you've heard this story a million times.
It's like one of the Infinity Stones was shit.
God.
That movie may well have been on over Christmas, by the way. As much as I think the Marvel films have kind of like peaked, there are some incredibly good bits in Infinity War and Endgame.
We peaked with Infinity War!
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a really good Marvel movie, you go watch Deadpool and Wolverine.
The greatest use of the words "I am Iron Man" since Black Sabbath.
That's the joke.
That was really good. That made me cry.
Well, you meant to, because it's a very emotional moment.
So Rain, tell us why Frez is acting this way.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've always acted this way. By the inner intestine of the sky demon.
Well, we were supposed to talk about another performance, which is not quite this overacted, which is Tom Baker, but he is great in this.
Oh, well, he has one scene that, well, it's not overacted, but it's sort of, it's not the usual range that Tom Baker goes to.
He goes from serious to clown in like 0 to 60 here.
Apoplectic fury, which is not something you usually see Tom Baker.
Yes, when he confronts one of the villains about what they're doing to the planets.
Yeah. It's not usually a mode you get from Tom Baker. It's very surprising, but he nails it.
My favorite gag, though, is the repeated gag of stealing the car. He just puts a bag of licorice all sorts at a guard.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh.
It literally is licorice all sorts, by the way.
I love the fact that it almost works twice, honestly.
That's incredible.
But I think we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Well.
It's because of Tom Baker's performance, so not really.
Yeah.
But he's great in this. He's been sent to get the next segment of the Key to Time, which is he thinks he's on the planet Calufrax.
So I want to point out something that I had to look into because it was like, what the hell is going on here? Did you notice his upper lip for the majority of the story?
I wondered about that. Yeah, was it like an injury?
Some close sores?
Yeah.
I'm going to quote from the TARDIS.wiki here. Hang on, I linked it to Cat. According to the DVD commentary, the Doctor's accident where he falls and bangs his face on the console during the TARDIS's failed attempt to materialize on Calufrax was staged to explain Tom Baker's real-life cut lip. This was due to a dog bite from a Jack Russell Terrier owned by Paul Seed, which has occurred during filming of the preceding story, The Reboss Operation.
Oh, he got bitten, but yeah, Kris, bad dog is right.
Dog.
I love how you guys can just barely hear her. That's really funny.
Dog.
Dog.
God, no.
We had that one all right.
Here's the thing, Marina. Kris knows. She saw it. She had to experience.
Kris knows. Kris is just as traumatized as the rest of us are.
The only one that isn't is me because I have to consist to not watch it.
Yes.
Oh no! I fully expect, Rain. I'm going to say something that these guys don't know. I'm fully expect Ram to have something similar in our season.
Oh boy!
If they give insert spoiler character here an attempt to give them a tragic backstory, I will flip the table.
As we did.
Imagine Rain. You know how in the last season of Symphogear they tried to give the vampire chick a sympathetic backstory?
Yeah,
It's that, and then they made him a good guy.
Her sympathetic backstory should be stake through the heart.
Oh,
at birth.
She brought up.
That's what dog is to us.
Right. Okay.
Guess how expensive the dog is, by the way.
How expensive the dog is?
$5,000 American dollars.
I don't know, Kuchiri. How much is that doggy in the window?
Actually, I think it was 5,000 yen. I forget exactly how much it was. I'll have to look it up again.
Yen. 1 second. Give me 1 second.
I want to say it was 3,000 American and then translated to 5,000 American.
$3,000.
What in the name of sanity is that?
And
that's the dog.
It has program. If you use a specific Kamen Rider 01 key, it'll do transformation poses with you.
Probably only the Japanese version, to be fair.
Thanks, I hate it.
Dog.
Actually, yeah, let me look up USD to yen.
I love how the white color is actually, too overexposed for the screen.
No, actually, 3,000 USD to Japanese yen is 468,584 yen.
So all I'm seeing on my screen is like some eyes, a nose, and a tail.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Whenever we bring up dog, that's the dog we're talking about.
Yes. At one point, he had 3, 4 of them?
Five. He has 5. His entire department at his job. All the employees are now dog.
Yes. Anyways, we're getting off track.
He has a job?
Yes. At one point, he was the head of a company.
Then he owned 2 companies. He's basically Elon Musk.
Japan? Yeah. Japan, are you feeling okay?
Rain, this is the same series that had this is the same series that's for 6-year-olds that has mass murder and genocide. No, they're not. No,
see, Rain's not too surprised about that. We got cannibalism in our season right now.
Yeah, we have big time cannibalism.
I don't need to be reminded of that. Anyways, back to Doctor Who. The final series.
So Tom Baker, I think he has a great.
Down, bad, no.
What did she say?
She's like cannibalism.
Oh. I was going to say, I'm glad I talked over that now. I think he has a great performance here. I love his indignant rage when he's shouting at the captain about, good, it's evil, it's abhorrent. I can't remember the exact words.
Appreciate it.
That's it. Appreciate it. It's abominable. Yeah.
I mean, has there ever been a bad Tom Baker performance?
Meglos?
His last season when he was phoning it in.
I mean,
excuse you.
I don't blame him.
Excuse you. He has some great performances in that final season.
And also Meglos.
Warriors Gate.
Anytime he had to film with Romana too after they broke up.
Yeah. Look, I love
Warriors Gate.
I love that season to death, but he does have a kind of a point. I'll give him half a W.
But also Warriors Gate.
But also Warriors Gate, which is my favorite classic Doctor Who story to this day.
Warriors Gate was really good.
It rules. But this
Can I get thrown out the ship? I am just with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh yeah, we lost that guy too, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we lost Kenneth Cope.
Yeah,
I forgot all about him. Sorry.
I was going to find a picture of Double split into 2, Kamen Rider Double, and be like, which
Well,
part
while you're doing that, let's move on to the other main character of this story.
Yeah, we're off Common Rider now. We're back on to Doctor Who now.
Yeah. The other main character of this story is Romana, still played by Mary Tam at this point.
She's fine, Romana. You know.
She shoots a guy dead.
She shot a man. Laura
Ward never would.
Why did that make me think of the bit in Anchorman? Boy, that really escalated. Yeah,
because it did.
You shot a guy. Romana, if I were you, I'd lay low for a bit. You might be wanted for murder.
Which is hilarious because that's not even what she gets arrested for. She gets arrested for a telescope.
And a question.
I love this. That's such a great scene. It's forbidden to have a telescope. Why? It's forbidden to ask
that question. No. That question's forbidden. That question's forbidden.
This is a forbidden item. That is a forbidden question.
I really hope there's no toddlers on this planet because they would all be in jail.
And then Romana assesses the guy.
I love it. Strange. And strangers are, let me guess, forbidden.
Doctors are also forbidden. I do love her sass in this. She has more sass in this, I think, than she does in the other Key to Time stories we've already seen her in.
Well,
she's sassy as hell in this.
She's sassy in Rebus, for sure.
Yeah.
She's also, weird. This episode starts with her reading a TARDIS manual, which is apparently a giant Bible-like thing.
Which they then, of course, retcon by saying that the Doctor threw his into a black hole.
No, you know what? You know what else Doctor Who ended up reconning from this episode? Mavity.
Mavity, yeah.
Which is still ongoing. I wonder if they're ever going to fix that.
We forgot to mention that was in Joy to the World, yeah.
I think we probably mentioned that at some point.
Oh, I don't think we did.
Well, in between the parts, we were like, geez, Joy sucks, doesn't she?
We had to cut something for Chris's half an hour long interview, which I'm not knocking. It was great. But
it was great, Kris. You hear that?
Yeah, it's now you have to be careful because she's listening in real time.
She graduated from being a half-hour cut-in to being.
I got her a necklace for Christmas. I'm fine.
She's here right now with us all, so be careful what you wish for. And
also, can I just say something really fast?
Yeah.
So I have the TARDIS wiki up as I usually do, and I have our topic list up.
That was your first mistake, but carry on.
I'm going to blame you for this, Frez, because I read Balaton as Belatro for half a second.
I was going to make that joke. I was going to make that joke. I was going to make that joke. God damn it, Cat. The QI obvious alarm just went off, and I just lost 10 points.
No, I just look over, and it's like, wait, that doesn't say Belatro.
No, it says Balaton. We'll get to that character.
Hey, Kat, who else is in this Doctor Who story?
It's my boy. It's my good boy. It's the K9.
It's Dog.
The only good robot dog.
Oh God. Okay, but this has, and I can't believe.
Did Kris just scream in the background then?
Rain wasn't a robot dog. No.
No, he's a robot dog in one of the shows actually. She's right.
You shut up. You're supposed to be helping me.
She's right though.
No, she's not. Shut up. In the original cartoon that I watched, he was a real actual dog.
Who are we talking about?
Brain, Inspector Gadget's dog.
Oh no, Brain.
Also, speaking of, by the way, no good robot dogs. What is Rush to you? Chopped liver?
Who the fuck is Rush?
Mega Man!
Oh! Dude, he's useful for one thing, and that was being used as a hoverboard.
No, he
and a spring sometimes.
All right, then Treble.
That's.
What did Treble ever do? Tell me what Treble ever did for base.
Transform into a.
Give him wings.
Yeah.
Treble was his Red Bull.
Damn it! Everybody gets wings except for Aruto.
Treble was base. Is it base or bass?
Base.
I would say base because it's musical themed.
Hey,
Yeah, you're right. That's a bass, which is a fish. Yeah, okay. So
can we talk
about Treble was based his Red Bull, basically, because it gives him wings.
No, really, he's supposed to be Forte, but it's
yes,
still musical.
I know. It's Rockman and Forte, not Mega Man and Bass, but
can I talk about K9's best fucking?
Yes, we can. We can. Sorry.
Yes, let's talk about K9
in a goddamn laser battle with a robot parrot.
Oh yes, the polyphase aviatron.
Okay, I'm pissed now. I want to.
This is so fucking stupid, but I love it.
You want to watch this episode, Kris?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that you'd invite me, and then you.
I thought she had.
Oh, I watched it this morning.
Oh, you should have grabbed me.
Oh, I was like laying in bed just watching it on my phone.
Watch it when we're finished.
Okay, we'll watch it when we're finished.
Rewatch, woo! Okay. But
You're gonna love it.
It was some bad jokes.
Fantastic.
There's lots of good little K9 moments, like when they subvert the stealing the car, and the stealing the hover car in part 3 or whatever, and the doctor and the guy get caught, and K9 steals the car.
Yeah. With 4 onlookers just looking on like, oh wow, you don't see that every day.
And then there's that bit where he's lost power and he's like, I'm talking really slow, and he says something, and the doctor's like, oh my god, K9, you had to get the power to do the thing. The power supply is low. And he mumbles something, and they're like, what did he say? There's a power cable right behind him.
Yeah.
Or the multiple times K9's like, doctor, and the doctor's like, what, K9? He's like, Romana's kind of been captured.
Why didn't you
tell me sooner?
He tries to warn him about that. He tries to warn him about the fact that mining is increasing and it's going to destroy the planet. And each time, the doctor just completely ignores him.
Poor K9. He deserves so much better.
It's a funny recurring bit, but he deserves better.
He's a good boy. He's the best robot dog.
Also, his head starts spinning like The Exorcist.
Which is why you should watch the Australian K9 series, which is really good, and it's for free on shouttv.com.
Why does his head start spinning like The Exorcist?
I'm very surprised that you didn't pick more of that instead of this, Cat.
It's for a later time when we.
Well, maybe Kuchiri will pick that next. He has not picked that next. Sorry.
No, there's dogs in the next pick.
Yes, that's why you picked it. Of course. That's what was a complete coincidence.
In a Doctor Who episode, I'm shocked. Shocked.
You can't call them dogs. They'll be offended.
God. Trash cans with dogs.
Thanks.
Was that a German accent attempted?
No, she did call Daleks Nazi trash cans, though. So.
Oh, she can come every week. They're official that from now on. But
I mean, to be fair, it's a lot warmer in my room, so she hangs out in.
K9 also has adventures with another character that's introduced called Moolah.
Moolah.
I want to find Moolah interesting.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Yeah, it's all right. I wanted to find this character interesting.
I mean, she's about as interesting as that impression I just made.
That was a sick burn on yourself, by the way.
I mean, aside from the captain, there really wasn't like an interesting character.
Well, Mr. Fibuli was all right.
Oh, Mr. Fibuli was fantastic. I love him.
We'll get to him.
And the captain, I want to see a whole show about those two.
Okay. Look, so the citizens, those people, they really, I feel they really exist more for the Doctor and or Romana to have somebody to talk to.
The citizens are the planet neutral guys from Futurama.
I have no feelings, negative or positive, for this.
They're about to start a beige alert.
Although I do love the random citizens who they're talking to in the first part, and the Doctor's trying to talk to people, he doesn't get it, and Romana gets to talk to somebody first try, and the Doctor's like, why are they talking to me? Master, it's because Romana is prettier than you.
I do like the bit where they're just running away from him because they don't want to talk to strangers, but they will talk to Romana.
I do also love with the same guy that they offer him jelly babies. He's just like taking 4 or 5 fucking jelly babies.
I mean, Romana takes him out. Romana some precious gems.
And And then he gets caught by a guard and it's like, where'd you get those? Back there, sir.
Yeah, but he still gets to keep his jelly babies, so he did all right.
Yeah.
And he gets to eat them.
Yeah. Jelly babies are, they're really fucking sweet. Jesus.
Yeah, don't eat too many at once, is all I'm going to say.
They have an interesting texture, too.
Yeah, they got that powdered sugar or whatever they got on there. That shit hits you hard. Don't.
Yeah, your metabolism might not be able to take that for too many.
You gotta eat jelly babies in moderation. Trust me on this one, kids.
Okay,
but
Chris, I'm pretty sure they don't put crack cocaine on the jelly babies.
The citizens that we meet that are named are not that interesting. We have Mula, who doesn't do much, despite the fact that it's kind of hinted that she will become part of the Mentiads at some point.
Maybe. Yeah.
But they don't actually follow through with that.
Nope, just her brother.
She briefly gets to go off with K9 and do very little, and then she gets to go off with Romana and do very little. She has a gun and doesn't use it.
She's there for somebody, for the main leads to talk to.
She's literally there to have more female characters.
Which
at this point, I think she's just the gun holster because that's all she does is carry it around so that Romana can use it.
Well, you're right, but that also slays me.
Hey, everybody! More girl representation in our Doctor Who.
Yeah, because originally that both the characters were that when become Predix and Mula were men.
Don't you just hate how woke Doctor Who is by adding in all these female characters?
Doctor Who just wasn't the same since it stopped being about that policeman outside the junkyard.
Doctor Who's no political. They say about a show that literally had a test inspector fall off a roof.
Oh yeah, that was only a year prior to this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeet the rich.
Yeet the rich. But the other two people that we meet are not interesting very much. We got Kimmus and Two-Pair, and I can't call them Electro now because can't ruin that joke. But no, that was cruel. Sorry, no, that was cruel. Reverse that. Kat beat me to that joke. She didn't ruin it. She beat me to it. QI forfeit alarm. Too obvious.
Gotta put your poker face on.
Ah.
I mean, I could probably do a better job than most of the cast of the Traitors Series 3. These Faithfuls are terrible, but that's another story for another time.
No, when are the Faithfuls not terrible?
Series what? You may have a point.
And that's being seen in the UK trailers. I just know how it is from the US trailers.
Put your poker face on. Wait, this is just Rule 34 of Jimbo.
Put your poker face on. It's Bellatrix time.
The other two characters are Kimmus and Balaton. And
let's not bring Rule 34 into this. I think we don't need any of that here.
Kimmus, to me, is basically Douglas Adams' attempt at satire of like the typical action hero who doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
like he literally has him say like say to a planet he's never heard of before, "I swear I will avenge you," but I'm charging this 5.
This is good because what he's delivering this vengeance-filled eulogy to a fucking green rock.
There's literally a part in part 4 where the Mentiads are trying to open a door, but K9 is like slowly trying to break down this like psychic interference thing, and so he runs in. He's like trying to talk to what's Prelix? Is it Prelix? Yeah. Is the
Prelix is yes.
Pringles.
Okay, he's trying to talk to Prelix, and Prelix is like, "I am concentrating on the doctor's mind right now. Do not bother me." He's like, "Okay, cool. K9, what are you doing?" He's like, "I am trying to stop this psychic interference." Cool, you keep doing that. I'm gonna go back now.
He also knocks over one of the Mentiads.
Yeah, he also does. He's just so useless.
I don't know if that's even like it was intentional in the script or if they just kept that in because it was funny. But as he backs out of that scene, he literally runs it into one of the Mentiads.
God,
he's just like he's a himbo. He's a himbo.
He is a himbo, and also this. I think it's in episode 2 where it's like someone has to do something about this. Have you? Well, I was going to.
He's a himbo? Ulrich, is that you?
Look, he doesn't. Well, actually, no. He was waxing poetic to a rock.
Oh my god!
Oh man, new lore confirmed.
References upon references, we got him. But
My God.
well, Kris is not that likable. He pales in insignificance compared to the grandfather.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
At least the grandfather isn't there for the whole fucking run.
That's very good.
Man,
'Cause
I
this
don't
guy
wanna
is
rise up
atrocious.
and do anything. I just want to do nothing. Ugh.
He's been led to believe that Menzies are like the devil by the captain. To
Well,
the
you know,
point
he
that
does
his
have
own
a full
son,
house, so he has to be careful.
when his own son was suspected of becoming the next Menziad, he was taken out with the captain and shot, and the grandfather was happy about this,
God.
and he will happily strangle poets with his bare hands if he has to.
Way to buy into the propaganda, guy. Jeez.
He lost one of the active players, essentially.
Yeah, thankfully, he's not in this for very long.
Hey, wait a minute. Holy shit. You guys see this? There's this big hole in the scenery, and there are bite marks. What could have happened here?
The best characters
Please
here.
purchase the goat. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Frez, please do the voice, please.
By the ingrown arm hair of Sky Demon, Mr. Radiac, you will tell us all about the captain immediately.
I'll try to. I'm not laughing too hard to do it. This guy single-handedly saves this for me.
Yes, he is so good. I love him.
Him and his
love
double act with Mr. Fibuli is just the best.
I have to share an anecdote. So there's some interview with Douglas Adams. I think it was about, his later Doctor Who work, City of Death and Shada, where he says something, and I'm paraphrasing here. The problem with writing a silly script and is when the actors get it, they think they're supposed to do silly walks and silly voices, and you're supposed to gently remind them that in order for the humor to land, you have to take it a little more seriously and not send it up. I fully believe that he thought of this anecdote entirely because of the pirate captain.
I don't care. It works.
Mr. Fibuli, I want my numbers this instant.
Yes, sir. I've got some figures and graphs.
I don't care about the figures and graphs. I want my minerals.
So this is the
voice to do, by the way.
So this is the captain. He's just called the captain. He only needs to be called the captain.
That's all you need.
He is part humanoid, part robot, and all goat.
I don't know who you are, but you are fantastic.
He is all goat. He is just overacting to an extreme here, but it's just so funny.
Also, I'm going to interject just very quickly. He's also the luckiest man alive Bruce purchased because he was nearly Noma in the Twin Dilemma.
Oh my god!
Nearly Noma.
God, he dodged a bullet there.
He dodged the biggest bullet. Although it might have improved the story.
By the swollen left testicle of the Sky Demon! Jesus Christ, that was a close one!
Kris is doing that one too. Kris has not even seen it yet.
She's on the floor right now, literally dying.
Kris has not even seen this one yet, and she's still on the floor nearly dying. So.
Oh, on the floor nearly dying. Jenny, dear, get me my drink!
Of course, immediately. I drink there, Captain.
Thank you very much! By the hellish moons of Hera, this shit hits the spot! Wow, I can watch this podcast.
We've officially peaked.
Hey, Kuchiri, how you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. Just chilling. Just don't know what's going on anymore.
That's a mood. That's
probably for the better.
I will find you and you will no longer exist.
So what are you telling me is we got this guy with two faces whose whole plan is to teleport across space, eat planets, take all the resources, get more powerful. I mean, isn't this just built like all over again? Isn't this?
Oh my God, Stanley, you hack! This is just Galactus.
No.
Actually, when did this premiere? This premiered
78.
September 1978. When did Galactus come into play?
They're getting a new film, aren't they? In the MCU.
Yeah, they might bring Galactus around. I know his daughter is in Marvel Rivals.
Galactus is definitely in the new film, yeah, because he's voiced by Ralph Ineson.
First appearance March 1966. So Galactus came first.
Douglas Adams, you hack!
Oh God!
But also, you know what's funny? I remember this coming up is that speaking of hacks and people saying ripoff, another Doctor Who story in relatively recent memory was accused of being partly a riff on the Pirate Planet. Can y'all remember what it was?
Was it Legend of the Sea Boys?
No, but it was.
Was it Stolen Earth?
It was a Chibnall though.
Okay, so it wasn't Curse of the Black Spot.
Yeah.
It was a Chibnall. Rip up the Pirate Planet.
Was it something in Flux?
No.
No, the Battle of Rancid Colon.
By the
Battle
ring
of
finger of the
Crab
Sky
Rangoon?
Demon, Radiax got it.
Yeah, the Battle of Crab Rangoon. But
That's the one.
yeah, it just came to me. It's like hollowing out planets to use as power source. Yeah, that's still isn't it?
You want to know the funny thing? I don't remember anything about that story whatsoever, so I could not tell you if that's correct or not. That's how little of an impact it made on me.
Well, yeah.
I just remember Teeth Boy.
That's how bad it is.
Really a forgettable fucking finale. But
That's how bad it is as a finale. Might be the worst finale ever.
And that's because, of course, it has a big serious villain like the Teeth Man instead of somebody crazy and over the top like the Captain.
Imagine
Genuinely,
Calcium
I think
Bro.
it might be the worst. It might be the worst modern day finale.
Imagine if Teethman collected other things for, trophies. He could have
No,
been Dickman.
Kuchiri, I might know where you're going with this, and I'm hoping it's not.
I already
Does it
went
have to
with
do
it.
with Under the Belt?
I already said it.
Wait, Kuchiri. T-Man was going to collect 50, 30 Chinese men?
Oh, God. No, that's me right now. Anyway.
You're the teeth guy? Oh, my God.
What feeling that somebody somewhere is going to make Prince Ali, but it's going to be about Teeth Boy?
What?
Just the mental image of that has broken me.
But yeah, the Captain is fucking wild.
His partnership with Mr. Fibuli is fantastic.
Mr. Fibuli!
Do you know who these two are based off?
That was really funny.
Do you know who these two are based off, by the way?
I do not.
Captain Hook and Mr. Smee.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And once you know that, you can absolutely see it.
Yeah.
He does not tell Mr. Fibuli to row for the ship, unfortunately, at any point.
I just love that they go fully in on the whole pirate thing. But, it's pirates, but it's sci-fi. So he's a cyborg pirate with a green eye thing, and he's got a
We've also seen
parrot.
this guy. We've actually seen this guy in a story we did before this.
Really? What?
He has a cameo in Logopolis, of all things.
No shot.
Yes.
Oh, right. Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
The montage of villains saying Doctor. Yeah.
In the montage of Doctor Who's enemies, yes. That's wild. For
some reason, this guy was included.
The doctor's died.
I mean, he better be.
The doctor's falling to his death, and he's like, "Oh God, I faced so many foes: the Daleks, the Cybermen, that crazy fucking pirate captain."
He's not even the main villain of the piece,
but he doesn't remember the actual villain of this episode.
Yeah, he's not even the main villain of the piece, but we'll get to her a little bit later on. But they are fantastic. I think it's one of these, some people love them, some people hate them. I'm very much on the love them scale.
Whoever hates them is wrong. I especially love the ending when, everything has blown up and the captain crawls over to Mr. Fibuli's dead body and it's like, Mr. Fibuli, you have died. I shall avenge you.
It's even funnier because, of course, he threatened to kill him several times before this.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed us, Hannah. You shall be avenged. Wait,
that was just their foreplay.
Oh my God. I think we're going to kill Kris by the end of this episode.
Honestly, that's what I do every day is try to kill her.
I think we're actually gonna have someone die on camera, but well, not on camera, but die on audio by this podcast.
And I'll be entirely blameless for it.
Oh my god!
I mean, you should have heard me last night. I read off this entire thing to her using my bro voice, and she died. Like, literally
Bro
died.
voice?
My bro voice, yes. Like, bro, you would not believe the kind of shit we got up to last night, bro. It was so awesome, bro.
Amazing.
This might be the best podcast we're doing in a year.
Is it? I don't know.
I think it's a good
see.
one.
The Polly one was also terrific, but
Rain,
I'm
this is like the second Doctor Who podcast we've done this year.
no, I said for a year.
Oh, okay.
For a year, not all year.
Why don't we talk about some psychic weirdos?
This
unless
was
we
the
have more to
best
say.
podcast we've done all year.
Yeah.
All year.
Anyway, is there anything else on the captain, or should we talk about psychic weirdos?
I mean, I could basically fill 90 minutes about the captain, but I won't for the sake of sanity.
I will mirror what Kat said. It is a crime that we didn't get Brian Blessed in this role.
I know.
I know, he would have been fantastic.
He was probably too busy doing serious acting like I, Claudius.
I would
Claudia
not
Gauss
change
Everest
out
or
this
something.
actor for anything, but Brian Blessed would have been perfect too.
I'm sorry, but Frezno knows what I'm talking about. It's the only one who has not slept with my daughter! I can't do it justice, but he shouts that in I, Claudius. It's amazing.
I could have farted that in.
He doesn't shout that in I, Claudius.
Does not.
But yeah, Brian Blessed is fantastic. He would have been a fantastic captain.
Psychic
He wasn't.
Weirdos.
Yeah, the second weirdos are the Mentiads, aka the psychic. The psychic cultists.
I don't know if you can
And
call
the-
them cultists.
I mean, they don't really follow a god.
They're a
so-
Gestalt entity. They're a Gestalt.
They're called zombies at one point in time, which just
Yeah, well, that's just because they're trying to be derogatory towards them.
I would call them more of a hive mind, if anything, just based off what they say.
They are a hive mind, yeah, but you're tricked by Douglas Adams in the first two episodes into thinking they're the villains, or a set of villains.
I mean, because the first cliffhanger is, oh no, they've used their psychic powers to hurt Doctor Who.
Oh, Wheeler gets a good line about that. Oh, they politely blasted him into the wall.
I'm going to take a nap now. I'm back. Oh no, I'm going back down.
Yeah, they end up being, goodies. They're after the captain,
and they recruit Prelix, who has been having like hallucinations and ranting and raving in part one.
and like in between
Probably
parts.
every single time there's a golden age. Hmm.
Interesting. Ooh.
But Doctor Who's never political.
Yeah.
Never political.
Never.
I do love that later in the story when the captain is building the thing to block their psychic signals, and the doctor comes in and is like, oh yeah, the Mentiads are coming. You're going to be stopped now. Oh, what's that thing you're working on? Oh, it's a psychic blocker. Wow. And well, good thing you don't have the minerals to power it like this. Oh wait, you have that.
Well, it's even more like the doctor's being cocky. Oh yeah, that thing. That's a tool to use to block the power of the
bit in part 4 where the door they're about to like get the thing ready and they'll say, let me help you with the door. Oh, thank you. And he just runs through the door.
Well, see, he sees him close it, then he casually opens it. Like, if you didn't know what was going on, you would not have just like realized that's what he did. He just walks over, just hits the button, the door opens back up. He's still talking. No one else notices the door is wide open.
Yeah.
20 on his stealth check.
So they are like individuals, but they're also a collective. And when their powers are fully working, they can't basically be harmed because guards literally blast them and nothing happens to them. If their power's not been is not active, they fall over like 10 pins.
Also,
they are still just people.
Also, they use their psychic powers to cause a goddamn avalanche, a BBC budget avalanche, as it were.
And one of the dead guards moved after being killed.
No, bad corpse acting. And
I have to say, actually, the guard costume is great in the story.
Yeah.
They really look the part.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, Star Trek-y, or not
Oh,
Star Trek, Star Wars-y.
the bit in part 4 where he catapults 2 dudes into the wall.
I was going to talk about that. I entirely love the fucking setup with this fucking hallway.
They get 2 good games with it. That's one. The other one is when Kimmis attempts to run through it and just runs through air.
I love the look of. You know what I love is the sound design of the. Hang on, I gotta get a little thing here for my fucking shit post.
You do that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no!
So,
I've empowered it. I've empowered Frezno.
Oh no! You've empowered me. Goodness gracious. So when the Doctor goes through this tunnel, I was like, wait a minute. You know there's something about this that sounds familiar when he goes through the tunnel, and then it clicked with me.
I'm wide awake now.
The audience is now deaf.
It does
Pictures
sound
you
like
can hear.
Yeah, it does sound like that. It is.
You want to know the funny part? The
Yeah.
funny part is I couldn't hear shit. I just saw the image. I'm pretty sure Kris could hear it, but she didn't see the image.
Yeah.
Where are you going? I just heard like the windows going.
It was
Well,
the
it is
THX
you.
thing.
Oh.
No, okay, so neither of us heard shit.
Incredible. That even makes it better.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
That makes it so much better.
Maybe we did go deaf because it was so loud.
They also kind of hint that Mula might join them later on because it's like she also has the psychic abilities. She doesn't use them, but she has like I don't know. She has maybe the potential to become a Mentiad.
Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I
Have it.
don't know. There's not much.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's telekinesis, Kyle.
Well, speaking of that, that plays into the climax.
Oh god, the picture-in-picture climax.
Oh, it's so
gosh.
good.
Is it though?
Yes.
It's not. This is probably the worst part of the serial,
No,
if you could call it the worst.
No, it's so bad it's good. You know what I mean?
This is
It's
just
so bad
talking
it's
heads.
cheesy.
This is just talking heads to sabotage.
I mean,
Truly,
his
Doctor Who is-
explanation kind of makes sense. It's just seeing a hollow planet with some whoop, 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 whoop going up on the screen. It's kind of boring.
I will say the way they sabotage the engines is hilarious.
Yes, that is funny.
Talking heads. Doctor Who truly is burning down the house.
So
And the planets go by.
how are we supposed to use this thing? Just hit it. Oh. Just hit it.
And the explosion kills everyone except the captain and another character we're about to talk about.
And then I said to myself, this is not my beautiful Calufrax. And this is not my beautiful K9. And then I asked myself, how did I get here?
This is not my beautiful Mr. Fibuli.
Did
It's
Kris
surrounded.
just finish it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Same as it ever was.
Hey, that's it. Oh, well.
Roo, roo.
Should we talk about the true mastermind?
I mean, is she? But yeah, we will because there's a funny behind the scenes bit with this as well.
We're going to talk about
So-
Queen Xanax.
Yeah, frequently on the God damn it. Frequently on the bridge, there's Mr. Fibuli and there's the captain, but there's a third character who isn't named for the most part. But she seems to be the captain's nurse. There's a great bit in part 2 where he executes one of his henchmen with the robotic parrot. And he's about to do it to get to Romana, and she's like, actually, Captain, 2 executions in 1 day is bad for your blood pressure. So he relents.
By the hellfire moons of Hecate, I guess she can live.
Yes, so she indeed lives. But it's not until part 3 and especially part 4 that this person's real scheme is revealed.
the part 3 cliffhanger is just oh man, I don't know if it's brilliant or if it's bullshit.
Both.
Yes.
So this being the pirate planet, the cliffhanger is the captain makes the doctor walk the plank.
An actual plank.
An actual plank.
Yeah. You walk off 4,000 feet, dead.
Because you know his murderous parrot is dead, so he has to find a different way to kill the doctor this time.
Yeah.
And
So he has a plank.
Oh, his reaction to the parrot's demise is amazing.
Oh, it's kind of sad, but also kind of cute.
He
right?
actually cries. He actually cries.
We also, if we're talking about the defeated robot parrot, I love that K9 brings it to the doctor in his mouth, like he's a hunting dog.
K9 is part cat.
Master,
I'm not a K9.
Bird
No.
dog.
He's a bird dog.
bird dog. No, but this is one of those cliffhangers where it's like, oh shit, how are you going to get out of this one? Because the doctor clearly falls off that plank to his apparent demise. So it's like,
It's okay. He had another guy. He literally had another guy.
Yeah, I love the cliffhanger resolution of the captain and Fibuli are like, ha 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 ha. And then you hear the doctor laughing, and it's like, what? Hello, I had a hologram.
When the hologram says goodbye to the real doctor.
Beautiful. But this is used to prove that, hey, also, that lady's a hologram.
I can switch someone else off. Why is it not working?
Because I'm too powerful for that, Doctor. I'm the evil mastermind here.
So we have reference to Queen Xanaxia throughout this, a sort of evil tyrant. Very much the Danielle Dean of this story. And
I appreciate that reference quite a lot.
I
I
thought
wish
you
I
would.
understood that reference.
It's one of his OCs.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
One of Francis' OCs.
I
Yeah.
wish I understood that
Very,
reference.
very bad lady.
Very bad lady. But Queen Xanaxia is not much better. So they find her decaying body, whether it's still alive, trapped between two time dams to keep her.
She's in last second of her life.
The last few seconds of her life sustained on a loop.
Holy
Yeah,
fucking
honestly,
shit.
she kind of looks like this too. It's weird.
Oh, okay. Holy fucking shit, Rain. When
The
you say
crowd is a nice touch.
That's who does it. Okay, you got me good.
If you're gonna shit post proper like that,
Rain, when you say it like that, holy shit, she really is Danielle Dean.
yeah, I know.
Goddamn.
Freezing Inferno, you hack. No, I'm joking.
I did
That's-
indeed like her well before I saw the Pirate Planet.
I know. I just like calling people hacks affectionately.
Wow. Meanwhile, here you are putting lesbian thieves into your books. You have.
I know. How dare I rip off anything with lesbian thieves in it?
You hack. They should kiss more.
I agree, but whenever I write the second draft of that, they will kiss more.
Good. So talk about Queen Xanxia.
Then they kissed.
Yeah, and then they kissed. So in part 3, they find her staying in the last few seconds of her life on a perpetual loop, and in part 4, it's revealed that the nurse is actually a hologram, a new body projected by the Queen to live forever.
It's less than a hologram. They said it's like a cell mass.
It started as a hologram, but now it's something more than that, which is why she can't be switched off.
And she's being sustained. And I don't think we've mentioned the scheme of a planet.
Oh, the scheme is wild. But they've hollowed out a planet to turn into a spaceship to mine other planets, strip them of their wealth, and turn them into little tiny spheres.
Yeah.
Which is then displayed in the captain's museum on board.
And this is why Tom Baker says, "You asked me to appreciate it."
But he's also kind of like crazy like a fox, because this is also the way to destroy Queen Xanaxia. Somewhere in his deep in his subconscious.
Science, technical babble.
Yeah. Somewhere deep in his subconscious, the captain decided he was going to get rid of this queen, and therefore this was how he planned to do it eventually.
The plan does not work.
Not the way he intended, anyway.
But
Because it gets him killed, unfortunately.
He has an idiot in a scarf to bail his ass out and finish the thing.
The plan gets the captain
still
killed.
dies.
Yeah.
He was always going to, wasn't he? Though I mean,
And
What
also,
a villain in an early or late 70s or early 80s Doctor Who dying? What?
well, I mean, they brought back a few
I'm as
villains.
shocked as there being politics in Doctor
No,
Who.
no, no, they brought back a few villains.
Rain, I have a very important task for you right now. I need you to explain Queen Zhangzia's next step.
Queen
of her evil-
Zangief's.
I need you to explain Queen Zhangzia's next step of her evil scheme, and I need you to phrase it entirely in a reference to Troy McClure from The Simpsons.
I have this covered. Oh my God, she was wrong. It was Earth all along.
Well done. Well done.
Yes.
That's the next planet they want to mine.
But by the way,
Destroy it.
can I just point out that the entire reason we have not got a stage version of Planet of the Apes is that bit from The Simpsons.
How could they top it?
You couldn't. I love you, Dr. Zaius.
Can I play the piano anymore?
Yes, why? Well, I couldn't before.
But yeah, they're going to do it to the Earth, so naturally the Doctor's like, "Oh no, we have to stop this."
I think you're crazy. Anything else? You're also lazy.
That's my favorite planet. I live there.
Yeah,
Yeah, they call it Terra, but that's Earth.
Well, yeah.
That is Earth.
yeah.
And the cat and they don't care about the billions of souls on it, so they're gonna crush the Earth into a cube basically,
As you do.
and then they will have 30 minutes to move their cube.
And incidentally, because this is a key to time story, the planet Calufrax was the second part of the key to time.
There's an absolutely horrifying moment where it's like the tracer, which is the little magic wand they have to scan for the parts of the key to time, is always picking up the part. It's like Calufrax is all around us. How's that possible? Oh my God!
Yeah, because it's under you being crushed, which raises interesting, terrifying questions, similar to Armageddon Factor, when Princess, well, I don't even remember her name.
Stella, Estrella,
but the one who was played by the
Astra.
Yeah, Princess Astra. She was the segment, so it's like, what does it mean if you turn her into a segment of the key of time? Does she fucking die? So what does it mean if they had to turn an entire fucking planet into a segment?
They
At
actually
least it was a
explain
dead
that.
planet.
They actually explain that in a Big Finish serial called Key to Time,
Of course, the Big Finish explains it.
where the parts have to be assembled again, and it reveals that Astra is very much alive.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
So what he's saying is this plot hole from the late 70s was explained later.
Yes.
Now, a Tom Baker plot hole was explained. Now, if only someone would explain away those strange faces in the brain of Morbius.
Never.
I could, but it would be timeless. Anyway, there is a fun story about Queen Xanaxia behind the scenes, by the
Someone
way.
hit you.
Yes.
But then you wouldn't get your green card. Checkmate. So,
Do they even have green cards in the UK?
Visa.
Thank you.
But anyway,
Shit, I need that.
there is a behind the scenes bit that's quite funny. So 2 actresses portrayed Queen Xanaxia. The holographic nurse who's just called the nurse, I think, is one actress, and the body that's still alive is another one called V. Delmar. V. Delmar managed to negotiate an extra fee for her appearance.
Who did she know?
Yeah, she agreed she would take out her false teeth for the role, but only if she was paid to do it.
Why would she, I don't know why she needed to take out.
She was, to put it in wrestling terms, V. Delmar is the Jeff Jarrett of Ultimate Warriors.
Why did she need to take out her false teeth?
I don't know, but they wanted to take her false teeth out for the role. So I'll do it, but you got to pay me first.
That's weird that they needed to take out her false teeth.
And they did, and then presumably never used her again because she.
Good on her.
She literally had no speaking roles. She just sat there and looked death. Like death.
Well, good on her for getting the hustle.
Yeah, respect the hustle. But
why am I now just seeing like it was like Rocket Raccoon to ask for her teeth?
So moving on to the end of the story.
I need that dude's leg. I got it. Oh no, I didn't really need that. Was just
That was funny.
I need that dude's leg to beat to death with it like Quan Chi from Mortal Kombat 4.
Christ.
That's not a great Mortal Kombat game, but that is a great fatality. He just literally hits the guy with his own leg.
Amazing.
And keeps hitting him even after the fatalities thing comes up.
As you do.
Stop. He's already dead.
I mean, considering that the victim's head is off, yes. But remember, just because their heads are off, it don't mean they're dead. How many Simpsons are going to fit into this? My God. Anyway.
Yes.
The answer is, of course, yes.
Possibly can.
But Calufrax is descending to the key to time, which is as is revealed at the end. There is a massive explosion that kills Mr. Fibuli and presumably all the guards on the bridge. Because there's quite a few bodies laying about. Then the captain finally turns on the nurse. It does not end well for him. She shuts him down or kills him or does something.
He dies either way.
He dies, yeah. And then it's the Queen's turn. And I'm not quite sure how the Queen gets killed.
She gets
science.
She gets shot with a laser and dies.
Oh, that's right. Kimmus actually does something. This should have definitely been Romana, but it's Kimmus. I would even have accepted Moolah doing this instead of Kimmus. It would have given us something to do at least.
That's true.
And then they use the magical wand to turn what's left of Calufrax into the second segment.
2 down, 4 to go.
MacGuffin achieved. MacGuffin obtained. I can't think of anything else noticeable that happens in this.
No, I think we hit all the points.
I think we've mined it for all it's worth. Hey!
So should we get to the
story?
Did we talk about the miniaturized planets in the black hole?
Oh yeah, that was the captain's scheme, wasn't it? That he was going to knock his miniaturized planets out of alignment and destroy the Queen with a black hole.
And it didn't work.
It did not work because the Queen was about and alive and was not a hologram.
Basically, technobabble, it kind of makes sense. Technobabble didn't work.
That's just like every Doctor Who story.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
That is 100% every single Doctor Who ever, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
So who would like to go first with their overall thoughts? Kat did pick this one. So if she'd like to go first, I have no objection.
I'll go last since I did pick it.
Okay.
I guess I'll go. It was definitely Douglas Adams' story. Zany villains. The Earth being destroyed somehow to make way for an intergalactic highway. You know, the usual stuff.
This would be right around the same time he was first working on Hitchhiker's Guide. That was late 70s. He originally came up with that. So.
I mean, again, Bandraginus 5, hello.
What is that?
Bandraginus 5 is a planet in the Hitchhiker's Guide, I think.
So he has a predilection for...
He reused the name, yeah. He sort of tweaked the name and used it again.
I mean, if you really wanted to go, you would have gone with Destiny of the Daleks, so that's neither here nor there. Anything else, Kuchiri?
No, that's it. I mean, I'm not as enamored with Classic Who. I did enjoy these episodes more than the last couple of Classic Who's I've done. Mostly because it's Douglas Adams, and of course, the captain did literally eat that scene. I don't know how they had props left for episode 4 after all the chewing he did.
Yeah.
No, see, that's how they got the scene to look so destroyed in episode 4.
Yeah. It's just like...
No, but it was good. It was fun.
I echo that. I mirror it, if you will. Wait. Hang on. I gotta come up with another.
Oh, I'm wrong, by the way. I'm wrong. It's a reference to Centraginous 5, which is one of the key ingredients for the Pangalactic Gargle Blaster in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
By the sniffling left nostril of the sky demon, that's a Doctor Who mirror alert.
Doctor Who Mirror Alert. Doctor Who Mirror Alert.
God damn it.
This is fine. It's elevated by being Douglas Adams and having that a certain level of tongue-in-cheek absurdity and the over-the-top nature of the captain. So, but I don't have really strong feelings about it. But it's a pretty good episode of Tom Baker Doctor Who from this particular half of his era. So it's good. I had fun with it.
Okay, I guess I'll go next. So,
Yes.
whether you enjoy this or not entirely depends on how you take the captain and Mr. Fibuli. If they are too much for you, then you will not have a good time watching this. If, like me, you think they're the best thing about this, you will really enjoy this. Despite the fact that the plot is actually not that great, they have some good elements that they don't really develop too much, like the Mentiads, like the fact that Moolah might become a Mentiad, but they do nothing with it. And, you know, the whole hollowed out planet to make a spaceship thing is amazing. And then it goes nowhere. And then, oh, we're mining planets to strip them of their valuables. And that really goes nowhere after about part 3. But it is worth it for Bruce Purchas's performance as the captain alone. As Kuchiri says, there is no scenery left. The captain has consumed it all like Galactus. Okay, I'm done.
Excellent. I was asked to make something by the person who I have here in the room, so I have to put that up while I discuss what I thought of this.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Kris, what have you done now? Oh,
Okay.
this is peak. This is peak.
I really enjoyed this. Like, I don't even care about plot holes or where anything went or anything like that. I absolutely love this. It was entertaining. It was fun. It was stupid in all the right ways. Like, it was, I had a blast with this one. Like, I even ignored all the key to time stuff because I didn't give two shits. I was just enjoying
It's
the plot
fine. So
of
the
it
writers.
much. You mean Douglas Adams, which is right. That was the right thing to do. Because honestly, the key to time shit was bullshit in the first place. Just saying. Yes, Frez.
Oh, I was going to let you finish, but I wanted to talk about key to time being bullshit. One of the ones we didn't do is called the Androids of Terra, and literally, they find the piece in like the first 5 minutes, and then the rest of the story just happens because it happened to get stolen, and they just tell the story.
They were going to find it in the first 5 minutes of this story too, but they changed the script.
So basically, everybody else also thought that the key to time was bullshit.
The original version of the script had the Doctor and Romana finding the key to time segment in the first 5 minutes, and then not knowing it was a segment because it was either a piece of trash or one of the minerals.
Well, there you go.
And they just carried it around in their pocket. But the entire story is like, we still haven't found the key to time. Oh, look, it's here the whole time.
God damn it, they're rocks, Marie. They're not minerals.
But before I let you get back to it, Kat, I want to just add that K9 laser battling a goddamn robot parrot elevates the story for me a notch. Please
honestly,
continue.
if you just sort of sit back and stop thinking about the plot for like 5 seconds and just enjoy it as essentially a popcorn episode of Doctor Who, it is so much damn fun. Because like I literally woke up, I was like, "Oh, all right, I gotta watch that episode, that serial of Doctor Who." I put it on and I was watching it half asleep, and I'm just like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life."
It is fun, but also, yeah, I think it's fair to sort of criticize it on a more deep level, but also it is fun.
Yeah, it's like obviously if you're a Doctor Who fan, you're gonna be looking at this and be like, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever." What do you mean he hollowed out a planet and it hasn't collapsed on itself just from sheer gravitational pull?
But Doctor Who was
It
never
is
about bad
Douglas
science.
Adams. It's Douglas Adams, and so I kind of give him a little bit of leeway because he comes up with the most half-baked shit in the first place anyways.
Bad science in my Doctor Who? Get out of
What
here.
do you mean that the dragon hatches an egg the same size as the moon it just hatched out of?
What do you mean that spaceship can escape from a black hole it's already halfway into?
What do you mean that she's able to live the last 1 second of her life by flying away in a TARDIS that looks like a diner?
Shut up! Don't knock that. There will be no Clara.
You
No,
hurt
no, no, no,
me,
no.
I hurt you back.
It's all fair game. It's all fair game. There's no truce here. Yeah, I think we covered enough about this. So, for better or for worse, Kuchiri finally has a pick for next week or next time.
So as you may know, I'm addicted to TikTok, all the brain rot. It got banned, and so my brain finally cleared up, and I saw a conspiracy brewing. And I'm going to compile all my evidence into a 12-hour video. I'm going to upload it, but just for, just for now, the queen is a werewolf, and I have proof.
So I didn't click on the spoiler, but I have a feeling I know exactly what we're going to do. Is this happen to be like I don't know, a David Tennant?
Oh, maybe. I have no clue, but that's where we're going to start.
Well, so yeah, this conspiracy will begin with. I think you should have the episode, Kuchiri, because you picked it.
What is it? Tooth and Claw?
Tooth and Claw. You don't even know what it's called. Fantastic.
I don't know what it's called. I don't know half of these episode names.
The Queen is a Werewolf is the new official title.
I love that how that's a longer
When they said
title.
werewolves in London, they didn't mean this literally.
Well, I mean, if we were
mean-
going to watch Werewolves in London, it's either this or a John Landis film.
That song, by the way, started out as a pun, and it became a proper song.
I mean, wolf packs are known for incest. The royal family's known for this incest. I mean, it just
Jesus
kind of
Christ.
starts.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Jesus
whoa,
Christ.
whoa, whoa. Kuchiri, this is not my Batman glass.
So I can't believe I'm going to say this, and this is mostly for Chris's benefit. If I had a nickel for every time in the month of January I said something about a joke about the werewolves of London, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice so far.
I
I can hear Chris die in the background again.
Make Chris die in the background. Well, we can make Chris die in the foreground.
Hello, I'm here again, by the way. I'm actually a werewolf too.
So anyway, Ray, where can you find us lovely people?
A woo.
Absolutely no idea. No,
A woo.
you can find us. You can find us. You can find us if we're all still alive at the end of this, because Chris is going to kill us. On Blue Sky. Yes, I remember this time. on Blue Sky. So I'm Rain on the Brain.bsky.social. And I'm totally not stalling, so I get everyone else's B Skies up.
Concave usurper. Just assume the bsky.social is at the end of everybody's.
That's the at. That's just at. You don't have
That's
to.
the at. Yeah, that's the at. So they're right. So it's not Kuchiri. No, it's Kuchiri, Freezing Inferno, Concave Usurper, and Rain on the Brain. And also, if Chris would like her
Yes, she says hers is Hawk McBlade.
yeah, I wanted it to be her choice. I didn't want to go. And by the way, here's hers. And she gets bombarded
She shouted
by
it out,
crates.
so I assume she's okay since she shouted it out.
I would say so too. Yeah, I think that actually negates any kind of. We mustn't say this for privacy reasons. Here's my things guy. You can also find us on Twitch.tv/radio/Kuchiri /Concave Usurper and /Freezing Inferno. I believe you're still doing It Takes Two on Saturdays.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
I don't blame you.
It
That's
depends on how we feel.
That game's a lot.
Toolbox.
That game is a lot.
What was the most recent one we did that kind of fucked it? Oh, the elephant. The elephant.
Yeah.
Elephant.
That damn book needs to be ripped to 1,000 pieces. I hate that damn book.
Fuck the book.
And also, Frezno is doing. Well, you've just completed Super Mario 3 All Stars NES.
Yes. So I have something brewing for well, it's tomorrow as we record this, but it will be in the future when this is uploaded. But yeah, well, or in the past, I don't know. Time is weird. I have something planned. I had something planned, and then I have a sort of emergency one-off that I might attempt to do tomorrow if I can get it to work.
Yeah.
So we'll see about that. I remember trying it before, and it didn't quite want to play nice with OBS, but we'll see if I can get it tomorrow.
Well, the correct response to that was actually, I had something planned, and then I got high.
And then I go high. Then I go high. Do. I wish I got high instead of doing whatever I did on my YouTube channel last week.
I can't believe, by the way, that was a UK
Oh, yeah,
number
you
one.
played Dragon Takers or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh, they finally sent an email saying that it was going to be released, but not on all platforms. That's making me a liar for that video. They told me to get out by the 10th.
And I played nothing.
it.
However, I do have plans, if they work, to do a video for the last weekend of January, first weekend of February. So if that works, great. And I would like to do some more streams in the future if I get the time.
Hell yeah.
And then plugs. Yes, plugs, of course. So buy Back to the Nth Hour by volumes 1, 2, and 3 by Lena Fenrir Mateer. Well, volume 3 is not out yet, but it will be soon. By Lena Fenrir Mateer. By The Tenth in the Trees by Sean Dillon. By The Shadow of the Gallifreyan by a bunch of people, including Lena and Sean and Freezing Inferno. You're going to ask what my favorite one is so far. The one that is linked to, what's the story called?
It's his favorite one. Forgets exactly what it's called.
I forget the title, but I can tell you the story it's linked to because it's really quite clever.
Yeah, what is it?
The Curse of Fenric.
Oh, Curse of Fenric. I do not remember what that
But I might be
is.
biased. I'm going to go read it again because it really
might
is
be
good.
biased. Well, but he that's his favorite because the book is set chronologically, so he's only up to the year 1944, and a certain Salmon stories in that book take place in the distant.
I know which one of yours is based off, and I'm very excited to read that when I get to it.
So you haven't gotten to mine yet, but when you do, I'm sure you'll have glowing praise for them.
I'm sure I will. I better.
Yes.
That's the underlying threat. Yes.
Yes, it's a threat now.
7 moves of Galvatron. I know where you live.
Chris, I don't even think you know that's actually how the captain talks.
You will.
Yeah, you're in for a treat, Chris, when you watch this with her.
We'll do that after this.
Ranking of who portrayed him the best.
And also, please read Frezno's ravingants.blogspot.com.
Including a trip to David Lynch, yeah.
And also including my Bocchi the Rock post, which many have said, which more than one person has said is the best writing I've ever done.
Yeah. And also, of course, the fact that we have lost David Lynch, I think you will find out this, maybe even this month, that why The Straight Story is the greatest Star Trek story of all time.
He's cooking. He's cooking.
I think it would be fitting to do that,
he has
Sean.
10,000 words written. He's cooking.
Sean, if you're listening, I think we're a good time to do it now.
No. Well, I still got I got some more comic books to do a review in January.
Okay, but
I will have them done.
Hopefully you do it soon, and you like make it a tribute to Lynch.
Well, yeah, I mean, we were doing, yeah, it took on a whole new meaning because we were doing this like, straight story, the meme, and then he died, and it just takes on this whole new meaning. I haven't seen The Straight Story. As I understand it, it's already a fucking heart-wrenching film, and now I have to watch it knowing that it's going to be the last David Lynch movie I ever see.
Well,
I'm going to be a wreck.
You've not seen Mulholland Drive?
No, I said Straight Story is the only one I haven't seen.
Oh, you've seen Mulholland Drive?
I've seen everything but Straight Story. I actually.
You've seen The Elephant Man? Oh my god!
Yeah, I watched The Elephant Man just a few weeks ago. Didn't I tell you that?
That made my dad cry like a baby. The Elephant Man.
I mean, yeah, it's. And people were quoting the end of that when Lynch died. Nothing will die, nothing will ever die.
Yeah, I know.
God, rip to a legend. But speaking of good nights, say good night, Rainiac.
Brilliant segue.
Night, Rainiac.
Good night. Good night, Rainiac. And join us next time for the Queen is well. I mean, David Tennant.
You guys will see. You guys will crazy. You guys will see. I'm crazy.
Thank you, Kuchiri Silver. And no, Sylvia. Oh, no.
We are the pirates who don't do
It's
anything.
Pepe Sylvia, not Pepe Silver.
Because it's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and someone keeps shortening it. And
Yeah, I know. It's Pepe Sylvia, and it's also like a nod to the usual suspects in Kaiser Soze. I get it.
But it's really just the city state.
Oh, it's a shame that film's been ruined. It is
Anyway, say
brilliant.
goodnight.
I already have, but good night. And join us next time for David Tennant and Billy Piper, starring in Tooth and Claw,
Hooray.
aka The Queen is a Werewolf,
Well, I mean, she's not a werewolf yet, technically.
aka The Queen will be a werewolf.
AKA time is wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. She is both, yes, a werewolf and not a werewolf at the same time.
She's Schrodinger's werewolf. Sweet.
A woo.
And speaking of next time, until next time, Kris, what was that? Treacle?
The
Don't
Pokemon
do
Trico?
$500 fine.
A woo. A woo.
Oh, woo bitches.
Oh, dog.
Doug.
Dog.
I got Rainiac to a woo. You owe me $1,000, Kris.
What?
Yeah.
This is like
Oh,
an episode
great.
of Game
No,
Changer
I'm
where the people are betting on it.
Oh, great. Now I'm marrying you. Say
Kuchiri! Kuchiri, this is like an episode of Game Changer.
And I've been here the whole time.
Oh, good
I
night,
know.
Rainiac.
So say, woo! Until next time, bye for now.
One last
Well,
David Lynch quote before we leave. He had this to say in Twin Peaks: The Return on the subject of trans people. Fix your hearts or die.
Agreed.